I think it's important to pay attention to what Boris actually said last night rather than what he did, because his method of departure was significant. Rather like the way he left the front benches, left the dispatch box when he stopped being Prime Minister, he said, hasta la vista. And now he says he's resigned from Parliament for now. This is not a man opting for political euthanasia. Even if other people are putting pressure on him to surrender to the vet, it will be neither submission and silence nor indeed, as the vet is invoked, and as evidence attests, enforced emasculation. Johnson will go on. Johnson leaves the House of Commons like a mini Trump, without dignity, without a clear plan, and without his acolytes, or so he thought, like Dracula's servants. Some have leapt to his support. The Bride of Dracula is out there, or the Bride of Frankenstein, not really very... It's alive! It's alive! Oh! But barely capable of mastering the auto cue, as we know from our endless entertainment, watching Nadine Dorries on Talk TV. Hardly Talk TV, it's more sort of motion capture sentences, so motion capture phrases, not a can't do a complete phrase, can't do a complete sentence, it's just words strung together with editing. And now, after we've mastered that one, it's Adam Renfield. No, Renfield isn't his name, is it? Renfield is the name of the fly-eating character devoted to his master, I'm in the lunatic asylum and I'm eating flies. Well, there we are, Adam. Adam, from the 1897 novel by Bram Stoker. Bram Stoker only wrote that book. He only wrote that rubbish because he needed cash to keep his theatre functioning. And it worked. It worked very well. And I think he adapted Dracula for the stage and then wrote a sequel, like Lloyd Webber penning Love Never Dies, the best thing he has ever written. And The Mummy. And The Mummy, Bram Stoker's sequel, was a much better book. And actually in the hands of Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, a much better film, far better than any version of Dracula has ever been, bringing us back to Boris and his spicy exit into the other world, the other realm. Staked, but I'll be back, Dracula 72. The satanic rites of Dracula. Taste the blood of Dracula. The sneer to Sunak and Harriet Harman, the personal vindictiveness of it all. Three by-elections so far thrust upon Sunak before the summer break. The claim of rigged parliamentary games. It all stinks of Trump's playbook, as also, for now. Maybe he hopes to lead the Conservatives back to election victory like Churchill after the Second World War defeat. Maybe he's hoping for some sort of renaissance. But I think whatever his hopes are, I don't think he's writing himself off. But I think most of us are. I think he's at odds with the public at the moment. I think the public have given up, and the public know he's a liar. I think he's only just realizing it, and Parliament has taken some time to come to that conclusion too. I don't think lying is the biggest problem. I think the biggest problem is that he is unreliable and he cannot command an audience anymore, unless they pay in some sort of after-dinner treat. And then, of course, he's brilliant. But I don't think he can lead the party or lead the country anymore. And I think that's what the Conservatives realised. And that, of course, really is why they dumped him. The Conservatives are lethal when it comes to their leaders. Now, the question really is, can Sunak lead? I think, oddly, Sunak commands a certain amount of affection. And the more Boris piles on the bile, the more that affection will be stoked up. Can he win against Labour? Oh, I think that's highly unlikely.